Hello and welcome back to HBB Strictly Education. So today we're going to talk about men in perms, safety precautions, and metallic salts. So let's get started. Men and perms. More and more men with naturally straight hair seek out perms for added dimension and style flexibility, absence the daily effort of blow drying or adding products for styling. The permanence of veil texture and natural looking waves minus the hair dryer drama. So if you find today in a lot of salons that a lot of men with straight hair, they do prefer to have a perm so that it'll give them a little bit more flexibility as far as styling. Because when your hair is very straight, there's not much you can do with it. And if it's very straight, they have to blow dry in the morning or add a lot of product. So with the perm, they don't have to do all that, and they don't have all that extra drying that they have to do. Men and perms. Those opting to redirect challenging cowlicks also benefit from perms. Perms allow more curl styles that suit what men find desirable or stylistically on point. Though perms adding shape and texture, options like tight crop cuts or long flowing curls become feasible aesthetics options that complement more current male hair trends. So a lot of men today do perm the top of the head because if you have very straight hair, and we're not even going to mention about if the hair is very, very fine or very, very thick, but if the hair is very straight, there's not much you can do to it other than a lot of blow drying, a lot of product. But if you have a perm in the top of the head, then it alleviates all that and it makes it a lot easier to manage. Men and perms. Consultations remain paramount to determine the client's hair properties and tolerance. Suitability gets assessed through thoughtful communication and test strands. So we definitely want to make sure that we still do consultations because we need to know what's on the hair. If anything's on the hair, you need to know the texture of the hair, what type of perm that you're going to use on the client. You still need to know these things. What size roller? What is his desired outcome? What is he expecting the hair to look like when he's finished? So you want to have pictures. You want to have books. You want to ask these questions. You got to have a dialogue so that you get an understanding of what your client wants his perm to look like. Men in perms. The disulfide reduction occurs just before the gentle rebonding process in hairstyling. The results of a complex chemical dance meticulously orchestrated, while yesterday's sleek styles and today's beachy variations may differ. The ongoing education is technical artistry ensures the continued excellence of fabulous perms. And that is one thing that we need to keep up with. Continuing education because things are always evolving. Perms are always evolving, relaxers. These things are always something new. Okay? If the product's not new, then it's a new way of doing it. It's just always something when it comes to chemicals. So we do want to stay abreast of what's going on in our industry. Safety precautions. Client consultation. So we already know that we have to have a client consultation with our client. We need to know what's on the hair. Has the hair been treated with anything? What is the texture of the hair? What type of chemical are we going to use? What type of roller we're going to use? This is going to come out in our client consultation. Client comfort. We want to make sure that our client is very comfortable during her process. Ventilation. Do we have ventilation or are we going to be inhaling chemicals that are going to make us sick later on? Protective gear. Are we wearing gloves? Do you have a bowl and a brush or applicator bottle, the things that are needed for that. Emergency preparedness. Are you prepared if there's something happen during this service? Are you prepared to be able to handle this service if she gets something in her eye or any type of emergency? Do you have a first aid kit? Education and training. Do you know what you're doing? Do you know how to handle an emergency? And product storage. Is the product being stored correctly? Do you have information on this product? So having emergency measures in place, including like access to eye wash station, rinsing the eye with cool water, a first aid kit. Do you know what to do? Prioritize comfort and well-being of the client throughout the permanent wave process. You want to make sure that the client is comfortable. It's always about the client being comfortable, being safe. We want to make sure that that is our priority. Metallic salts. Certain home hair coloring products include metallic salts that do not harmonize well with permanent waving. These metallic salts can create a film on the hair, leading to potential issues such as uneven curls, significant discoloration, or hair breakage. Now, when I talk about metallic salts, I had my own experience with them when I was in beauty school years ago. And, you can get products from the drugstore, hair color from the drugstore. Let me tell you something, when you go to do a perm, some things will show up. And I had one client one time that her hair started smoking and I could not figure out why. My classmates was like, why is her hair smoking? And I was like, I have no clue. It was smoking. So I kindly went over and rinsed her out, got the smoke off. But then it was only when I became an instructor that I realized that that's why her hair was smoking, because it was a progressive color and it contained metallic salts. So you want to make sure that you ask your client questions in the consultation. What's on the hair? What type of color you have on the hair? You also, if you go back, I think a couple videos, I have a test where you can test to see if there is metallic salts on the hair. So you can do a little test, quick little test to tell if they have metallic salts. Because again, some clients, they don't tell the truth. They'll say no and know that it's a yes, but they want what they want, and they don't care because they think in their mind it's going to turn out fine, and it's not. So it is crucial to avoid using products containing metallic salts before getting a perm. Perm solution to produce smoke. This reaction may attribute to the chemical reactions between metallic salts and the perm. So you want to make sure that you have a consultation and you ask this client, you examine that hair, look on that hair yourself, okay? Because these clients don't know enough to say they'll put a color in before they come to the salon, because now they don't have to pay for the color. They'll just get the perm, not knowing that the perm is going to take the color out. Okay, so with these metallic salts, we can get breakage, we can get discoloration. You just want to make sure that you have a thorough consultation with your client. Perming and metallic salts. Metallic salts are frequently present in at-home hair colors marketed for men. Products such as hair color restorers and progressive hair colors, which gradually darken hair through repeated use, are more prone to containing metallic salts. Again, have a good consultation, okay? If you're not sure, or the client is not sure, do a metallic salt test. Because if you don't and she has metallic salts, it's just going to make your life a living hell, because now you're trying to correct something and she's blaming everything on you. When she went to the store and put the permanent, she went and purchased this progressive color, put it on her hair, and then came in and told you she doesn't know, or no I don't, or whatever. So it's got to be tested. got to do a metallic salt test, or you got to let her sign a waiver if you're saying no, but I feel like it's a yes, so I'm just going to ask you to sign this waiver so that I'm not responsible afterwards. And usually after you do that, they won't want the perm, or they'll fess up to the truth. Perming and metallic salts. Metallic salts in the hair can contribute to hair breakage. When present in the hair, these salts can react negatively with chemicals from various hair treatments, such as perms or relaxers. The interaction can weaken the hair structure, making it more prone to breakage. Just what we said, consultation, consultation, consultation. Find out what's on the hair. Make sure that your client has not been using a progressive color. Perming and metallic salts. To avoid such issues, it's crucial to be aware of the ingredients in hair products, especially those used at home. If metallic salts are suspected, or if there's uncertainty about a product's compatibility with certain treatments, it is advisable to conduct a salt test before undergoing chemical processes to minimize the risk of hair damage. Now, you definitely have to make sure that you know what's on that hair. You ask that client. If the client is not sure, you need to rattle off a couple of hair colors that has metallic salts in them. Maybe do a search online and compile a list so that you can show to your client. This way she could say, oh, okay, I use this one, then you'll know. But you definitely don't want to do a service and expecting one result and then you get another. Okay, so I just went and grabbed the metallic salt test and just put it here so that you guys will have a procedure to follow if you want to test for a client to see if they have metallic salts in their hair. The test is very quick. It's easy, does not take a long time, but this will help you do the perm without having to worry whether the end result is going to be discoloration, smoking, breakage, anything like that. So, well, this is the end of our lesson for today. Following the screen is some Q&A questions just to help you reinforce what you've learned here today. If you have any questions, reach out to me, leave a comment below, like, comment, and subscribe, share the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.